there's Division 6 and Division 5. Those are probably the worst days I've ever had in my life, because a lot of times you'll be on lockdown in them cells, and that was when I was on the school wing. And I can't tell you in the video the emotions that run through a man's body when he's caught, when he's captured. Because sometimes you have a warrant, and you've been running for that warrant. I ran from a warrant one time for 9 months. That's how good of a boy I was. I didn't get pulled over for 9 motherfucking months, but then they captured my ass. I'll get out your way, bro. And the emotions, man, it's rough on a man's mind, but you get used to it, desensitized. They had the dick doctor in there, all that shit. Intake's such a fucking grueling process. I've spent 3-4 days in the precinct before they even take my ass here. But I'm just trying to show everybody the county, and sorry it's in 2 parts. Here's some people going to visit. This must be a visit. Is this the visits? Division 6? You came through here?
This one, and there's another one down there.
You visited me? Division 6 right here? Because look, this is 6 right here. Yeah, you visited me. I know you did. Where's 9?
Every possible visit.
I'm trying to find 9. No, this might be 10, baby. This is max. This is where I was. This is Division 10 max, I think.
Yeah, actually, you get through these doors. These are the doors you go through.
Division 6, it says. This is Division 6. There's 9.
You just have to walk through all these kids.
Okay, so I wanted to bring these, dude. This is going to be a good video I make. They're going to be, see how they put these black things there so you can't get somebody to twerk for them? But if you get the girl and you put her right here by this fire hydrant and you have her dance for some money, it was my boy's birthday and he was in there, and you call him and he gets out. They probably don't even let nobody out there because they're such bitches about even letting them see anybody. But that's motherfuckers that'll murder. My friend had an attempt, and I was going to get him a bitch and I was going to make her dance, you know, so all the guys in there can go crazy and, you know, just something nice to do for them. But yeah, I mean, we already done went around it, and just the smells, just being next to it, I can almost get the smell and the taste back in my mouth, how it feels, and that bologna, that's what's eaten every day, all day, for breakfast every other day, and for lunch every single day. There's 9. The Sears Tower in the background, the Demon. There's 9. We can make her twerk from here. I'm gonna get me somebody to twerk for him. But I don't know nobody in 9 at the moment. But it probably had to be in summertime too. But yeah, there's 9. There's that new building. Yeah, man, it's a fucking nightmare. I can't through words or through a YouTube video explain how I feel about the Cook County Jail and how bad of a place it used to be. I've seen them beat the shit out of people, man. Brutality. The police used to really hurt people, man. I told that story before. That man went to pick up that cigarette butt, because there used to be cigarettes in the county. It was like a whole Newport. And that's how long I've been going there. And he went to pick it up with his fingers, and the cops stomped on his hand like a ketchup packet. His hand exploded, and they grabbed him and threw him down some stairs because he was screaming, and they didn't like him screaming. They were like, shut the fuck up. They threw him down some stairs, and they drug him off, never to be seen again. I've seen about the loudest punches and slaps and heads that crack that fucking concrete floors in there. I've seen so much shit that I'd even probably rather not even talk about. But just anything you can think of. I mean, people in there, and the number one thing that sticks with you, I'm not trying to play this shit up, but the number one thing before all the, see, when it happens to me, violence, the thing that fucks with my head is when I know there's gonna be violence. When I know there's gonna be violence. That's when my head gets fucked up. I'll drive by my old house too, but since I'm right here, when I know there's gonna be violence and I know it's gonna happen when they pop them doors, it fucks my head up because I'm worried about it. I'm anxious. But the other thing that will always stick with me is the time I saw the kid run from the dick doctor and they fucking like grabbed him and beat him up, and the time I fucking or just the thing that sticks with me the most, I'm sorry, is the situation with hunger. I've never had a hungry day in my life in America, and nor should anybody in Chicago. I don't see anybody starving to death except them vegans. But the starvation, the mental starvation of not being able to leave that cell and go, in America, you can go ask for money, ask for food. You're not going to starve. But when you're locked in a cell and you're around 90 other people who are also starving, that means that any extra food that comes will not be an easy fucking thing to get your hands on. Because there's going to be 90 people who would rather eat it than you. You know? So the starvation is what mentally is burned into my mind. I've never known starvation. I've never known hunger. But yeah, man, that's what were you going to say about the county times visiting? What did you want to talk about, Anya?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? What did you want me to do? What did I forget?
Nothing.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's really what fucks me up. And being away from you, Anya, and having to talk to your old lady on the fucking phone, man.
I just remember that Cadillac, the Eldorado, coming to come visit you, and it broke down on me on the way there. It sucked.
Yeah, the Eldorado overheated. She came to
That
visit
sucked.
me, man. You were driving that Cadillac when I was in the county?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Yeah, she told me the story. She was coming to visit me, and it broke down on
the bridge, the Cicero Bridge,
Right.
the worst bridge ever to break down on, the very tippy top. Started smoking.
You used to come once a week to visit me in that car.
That's right.
Every week.
Every possible visit, I'd visit you.
That last time I was in the county, I was only there 2 months, so you probably only came about 6 times. But yeah, you did. So it's not like you're lying.
What about them drives
the
to
cop,
East Moline?
the car. Yep. So then I'm in the county. Like the next door celly from you was the kid on the video, the Royal. And I'm in Division 6 with his ass. And I'm just remembering the last time I went to the joint for my first time, man. And I just remember all we talked about was food. That's all he talked about. He's like, man, I cannot. He came from Kankakee County because he had a federal case, he told me. Because he was with the leader of the Royals on video. And he told me, man, I just came from Kankakee federal joint. He's like, bro, they're feeding us good down there in that federal joint. He's like, I don't know if he'd ever had been to the county before, but he's like, this shit is insanity. And he's like, how are you doing it? I missed store because my commissary thing got creased. My paper got creased and they threw my shit out. I had like $400 on the books. I thought I had $100 coming so I could eat off, and nothing came at the day of commissary. Now I'm starving with nothing in my box, thinking I'm about to get $100 bag, right? And they don't call my name, and I'm like, there must be something wrong. Where is my fucking... I ordered all kinds of food and everything. We were gonna party. It was like Christmas, Anya. It was Christmas. And I remember thinking I was gonna bless my celly, and we were gonna make a Christmas meal and all that shit. And the Royal's like, David, show me your money slip. You ain't lying. I showed him, his name was, I called him Royal. He's like, bro, you weren't lying. Your money slip, man. You got money, bro. I'm like, you think I'm out here lying, bro? I've been buying $100 bags every time. He's like, I'm gonna hook you up, bro, because that's fucked up, bro, because I saw you fill your shit out. Like, he saw me filling my shit out. He was like, damn, and I know you were gonna look out, because the last week before your shit ran out, I looked out for him a little bit. And I look out for people, you know? Not a lot, though, because the county, you got to really, it's $1 for a ramen noodle. So $100 is the maximum you can spend. It goes real fucking quick. And I'm about to go to my old house. I lived here when I was on house arrest. I was on house arrest for the same fucking case. And I live right, I think it's a one-way though on this, so it's gonna be hard. Maybe I'll back up and see my old house on 38th. This is the house where 2 people fucking, there's the church that was next. I'm just reversing it, fuck it. Hopefully the police don't fuck with us. But I'm gonna reverse it. Hopefully the niggas in the hood don't fuck with us.
Yeah, they used to play on the guitar, the acoustic guitar in that church, and like you would hear it.
Yeah, we lived right
really
next to this church. 2 people died while we lived here, and I was on house arrest for 6 months.
7
So I got to do 7 months of my sentence. They counted all my house arrest time, so I didn't have to do shit really for for my case. 7 months of my time was accredited to me on house arrest, and the lawyer got that shit, accredited.
So here's the church.
This is hard driving backwards.
This is the church
Put
we
the
live
cover
by.
down with this thing. Don't do this thing. But let me go by the house where 2 people died. Now, I thought the house was haunted after that. I wanted to get out of there so bad. But I went to court one day, and I never came back. And I told her,
It was the worst.
take care of it and everything. It was fucked up. Where's the old house? It's
Keep
right
going.
there, right?
No.
Now, I know the person who owns it now, because my boy owned it. Damn, that was our house down
Right
there
here,
with the
3034.
That's our house on the basement. Now
They got it boarded up.
Yeah, that house right there, 3034, the second floor, 2 people died back to back, 2 tenants. They died in the same room. I told that story.
New railings, new doors, new windows.
All right, I'm leaving on you. Fuck this shit. Let's go. But yeah, 2 people died up there, and one of them, I jimmied the door open, and I found him dead on the couch. The other one, I already told this story, but this dude came to stay with this girl, and she was like, this is my stand-in husband. I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, yeah, this is my stand-in husband. Okay. So I start talking to Anthony, the guy who's her stand-in husband when she's not around, because I wanted her to go buy beer for me because I was at house arrest, right? Gave her the money, she left. I'm upstairs talking to him, and I think you drove her. Anyway, he's like, yeah, man, I met them at the Aloha in 87.
Tools.
Yeah, they used to borrow his tools because she needed to fix. We needed to fix ours. We had a Kia and my Dodge Caravan. We had a Kia Sportage at the time. Anyway, and we had parking in the back because that was our apartment.
There was a
We were
garage.
renting out the 3rd floor to her girlfriend and like collecting the rent from the Mexicans we had living there in the back.
Store.
It was crazy how
one with
we
the
had this whole building because
vegetables.
my boy, he was too worried about this broad I gave him for a girlfriend. Anyway, back to this story. He's like, yeah, man, I'm the stand-in husband. And I met them at the Aloha, and
They got
he
it
wanted me
all
to have
for
sex
you.
with his girlfriend. And I'm like, no way. He's like, yeah. And he's like, one day Anya woke me up. Remember? Tell it, Anya. Tell the story.
It was a lot of ruckus upstairs, like the bathtub and like water. I remember and hearing it was so loud.
She made me go up there. I went up there, told him to calm it down, and then the girl was like, all right, everything's fine. I'm like, are you sure? I don't want no more water coming down our basement, right? The next morning I wake up, I go outside. You had went to work because I could go outside. I was at house arrest. I could sit on the stairs. I could walk the dog, blah, blah, blah. She's out there like, my heart died. Bro, Anthony was out there. His name was Anthony. I'm like, where is he? Why didn't y'all call the police? They let him die, man. They left him in the bathtub for 6 hours. So they basically irresponsibly let him die. I'm like, where's the body? She's like, it's at St. Anthony's Hospital. I'll never forget this till the day I die. He looked at me and he said, David, I know I'm not a saint, but I let him name the hospital after me. I said, to the girl, I said, what happened? How did he die? He shot up dope, you're telling me? And who gave him the dope? Oh, Anthony? And then I found out through one way or another that the dude Anthony, who was the stand-in husband, is the one who gave him the dope and shot him up.
And remember what he asked us? He's like, do you think I'll get his social security?
Then he had the nerve to ask me and Anya or me or whoever, do you think since he died like that she'll still get his social security money? So he was thinking that he was going to take this man's wife and kids and become her new stand-in husband, and he was going to kill the old husband and take the place, of the man whose name was Art. That morning, his parents walked up and we looked alike, and his parents said, you look like him, we thought you were him. My mind was blown. And then he said that goofy shit about St. Anthony, and he asked me about the fucking social security money. I'm like, hold on. I put 2 and 2 together. I said, this motherfucking dude met her. Art was some kind of sexual person like a swinger. He let this guy into their life, and this guy purposely shot him up with too much dope and killed him. And that was so intense of a feeling on you.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill him.
And another crazy thing was like
a month or two later.
She was leaving. She left and she went with family.
Yeah, she didn't want him to stay there and be his fucking wife.
Yeah, and
she was out of her mind, distraught. Go ahead, sorry.
And he was upstairs, like he took over.
Yeah, he was fixing shit.
He was under the kitchen sink. This was a kind of rundown place, and like all the pipes in the kitchen were like literally disintegrating. And he was under like the sink trying to fix like these pipes that would literally like disintegrate, crumble.
He's down there with a monkey wrench, trying to put a new fucking sink pipe in that literally was crumbling in his hands. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna need a new pipe in here.
He's like, for when she moves back here,
I'm thinking to myself,
everything nice and ready for her.
She's not coming back, bro.
And you're leaving, that's for sure.
And she wants you out. And I want you out. I told him. I'm the one who told him to get out.
Richie wanted him out too.
We all made him leave, dude. I wasn't letting a killer stay there. I didn't want him around me ever again. And he left. He got the picture. It clicked in his head that all the little plans he had made, it wasn't going to go like that. Sorry, buddy. Sorry to rain on your parade, but you don't just get to kill a man and take his family, motherfucker. And he was running from his old lady, too. He just happened to be at that hotel that night because him and his old lady were fighting. And then he was sending his old lady pictures of the girl. He's like, do you think my old lady is going to be like thinking she looks good? And he was worried about what his old lady thought of her. He wanted his old lady to think he found like some prettier girl. It was bizarre beyond belief. 2 months later, another kid, rest in peace, his name was Casey. I found him gargling, dead blue. The police came. Anya got so upset because they put a plastic bag over his head. I mean, this shit is just so intense. The stories, man. And, you know, I could sit here and tell you guys about war stories about the Cook County Jail, but I don't really want to tell war stories about the Cook County Jail. It's constant war. It's constant war out here in the world. But the hunger of food is real. And what I've seen people do, they've robbed each other. I remember this one guy robbed a guy's commissary and all his baby pictures of his kids and all his letters from his wife. He just stole it all because he was so hungry. He didn't think about what that man was going to do when all his baby pictures and all his wife's letters and all his children's like schoolwork. He was screaming out his chuckhole, all my fucking kids' papers are gone. Everything's gone. I'm like, there's only 60 people in Division 6 and there's only 30 out at a time. Whoever did that's gonna have to flush their toilet to get rid of this shit. And whoever flushes their toilet is the guilty party. And they gotta have a fucking cellie. So now there's two. Man, that was wild. This Black King ended up being the one who stole it. And it's just another situation where a man gets so hungry. I've never done anything like that. But somebody gets so hungry, they say, fuck the consequences. I have to eat. I am starving. I don't care if I have to die. He didn't care what. It didn't matter to him. Fuck the consequences. I'm doing it. He was that hungry. But I'll end it on that, man. It's hunger. I've made these videos before. I wanted to make a better final one. And I hope I got it. I made a better one. But, you know, maybe I'll make the Cook County Jail videos more about like one specific story at a time if I ever decide to make any again, because I think this is just about it. This is good enough for now though, but that's it for now, man. Everybody stay safe. It's 45 degrees in Chicago with the sun out and it's January 8th. The weather's weird, so I've just been telling on you, let's just all be safe and, you know, really pay attention, because fucking anything can happen at any time. That's it for now. Peace.